Something that's a weird flex in your world that no one else probably ever thinks about.
Okay, bear with me, because I don't know if this is a weird flex or if it's just a fucking curse. This right here is voice actor Ben Diskin. You may not recognize his name, but you will totally recognize his voice. You might recognize him as Nigel Uno or Number 1 from The Kids Next Door, but if you don't recognize that, or more recently, you might recognize him as the dub voice actor for Joseph Joestar. He's also Haida in Agretzko. I don't know how many people watch Agretzko, but yeah. My point is that Ben Diskin is a very big name voice actor. So you're probably then wondering, what does this have to do with me? What's my weird flex, curse, or whatever the hell you want to call it? Well, back in 2015, I tweeted out this as a joke, where basically Ben Diskin was on a podcast with some YouTuber, and I said, I'm going to, if I ever saw Ben Diskin in public at a convention, I would jokingly say I would only know him from that. But the problem is that I spelt the podcast, like the person hosting the podcast, I spelt their username wrong. So, when I go, I get this quote tweet from Ben Diskin adding the guy, being like, basically joking that he saw the typo. So normally this would probably be the end of the story. He just calls me out on a typo, it's funny. But then I tweet about Agretzko, the show I mentioned earlier, and I'm like, oh, I kind of like the hyena. I think the hyena is a cute character. I typoed in that, and he corrected me again. Oh, okay, surely when I tweet about Beastars, which he also is a voice actor in, surely he will not be correcting my typos. Okay, it's just like, 3 typos, right? Well, then he actually tweeted this. So this famous voice actor only knows me because I typo shit that he's in, and it's just the weirdest relationship I will ever have with any person in the world. He even called me out during a charity stream, which I only donated to get his reaction to. I know this guy. Like, he even says he knows this guy. Like, he knows who I am. I've never met him in person before. That guy from that one curve. I seriously want to do that. Oh my god. So my favorite part about all of this is that somebody probably saw this tweet right here, where he's like, this is Ben Diskin again, saying, it's strange, I can explain it, there's someone out there whose grammar I need to correct, what's Gavin up to? So he's actually subtweeting me, and there are so many people who saw this, and they thought it was either Dance Gavin Dance, or some fucking anime character I've never heard of, and nobody will know it's actually fucking me, except for Ben Diskin and my friends. Also, before you ask, he still does this. He still does this. I don't know where he finds half these tweets. He doesn't even follow me on Twitter.